Hello and welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play video by me, FoxyNoTail, here on the truly Bedrock Season 4 Survival Server. It is episode 15 and we have jobs to do, my friends. And you know what? I haven't had my little book for a couple of episodes, so let's go get my little book and write down what I need to do in it. Jeez, it's all the way down in my new area. Need to make an easy way down to my new area. Okay, looking at my little book, you can see in episode 13 we did the seed farm, but we didn't do the moss farm. And in episode 14 we did the automatic storage system, which is just here, which works perfectly now, which is absolutely great. And as you can see, we have absolutely no problem with clutter and chests all over the place now. Everything is nice and tidily put away. No shulker boxes. Oh, Jesus, yeah. I haven't quite finished doing what I need to do here. But anyway, let's not get bogged down with that, although I am going to quickly tick that off as done. What we are going to get bogged down with is hopefully a whole bunch of things. I want a new smelter, because as much as this thing works great and it's nice and easy and it's got a whole bunch of furnaces in it and it's pretty quick, it's also very, very laggy. So we need something that's not laggy. I also still want a moss farm, and I got some good ideas for one of those, so we'll hopefully get to that in this episode. And I want an easier way into this new area. And this new area is basically this bit with our storage system in. The storage system for me is the main part of a base. I don't want to have to keep walking all the way down like a long corridor to get to it. So basically, I plan on smashing a big hole in the wall there, so that we've got another entrance to our mine from outside to make life nice and easy for us. And in regards to decorating the new area, well, that basically just means doing what I've done with the rest of this stuff and just making this area look all nice and part of the mine as well. So I guess first things to do, smash this to bits, build a new one, and then put some walls and things in place and make everything look good. But we could probably do to figure out where we're going to come into this thing. Maybe if we lined it up with that like redstone lamp over there of our storage system and came in sort of through the wall here, that might work. Where are we going to pop out? We probably Jesse B's bed. Oh no, we're not. We're right here. It's not the most convenient place to pop out, but it'll do. Job 1, smash perfectly good furnace system to bits. Oh, geez, that's a lot of scaffolding. Oh, and now my clock's going off. Job 1 is complete. As you can see, I haven't made any mess at all. Everything's nice and tidy, ready for us to build a brand new furnace system here. This is good news. So I've come back to my test world to do a little bit of testing on a furnace system. See, I want to do something a little bit like what we built for Jesse B in Truly Bedrock Season 2. And if you can't remember that, it's very similar to this. You basically have a fuel chest and an item chest, and those chests filter into chest minecarts, and the chest minecarts have detector rails that detect how full they are, and when they're full enough, they will shoot off down the track and they will go and fill up all of the furnaces. And the reason for using chest minecarts instead of hopper minecarts is just it's a bit easier. Okay, imagine this is your pretty typical furnace array setup. Now, what you'd have is you'd have your hopper minecart whizzing along the top, putting your items into the furnace, and you'd have your hopper minecart whizzing along the bottom, putting your fuel into the backs of the furnaces, and that's a pretty standard setup. However, what can happen sometimes is that you put your items in the hopper minecart, and instead of going into the furnace, this hopper minecart can actually pick them up. Now, it's a bug from a long time ago. It doesn't necessarily happen on straight bits of track like this, but it still happens even now, sometimes on the corners of track. So, by doing this with chest minecarts, we can guarantee that nothing's going to get stuck. The other thing with hopper minecarts is that they're very good at distributing things, but they don't tend to pick up a great deal when they go under a double chest. So you do still need a loading system in order to load this thing with enough items to get round a full furnace array. Otherwise, you're just going to have your first couple of furnaces with loads of items in and absolutely nothing by the end of it, if you're planning on having a big furnace array like I am. The other part of this furnace system is this bit, which is the unloading system. So we've got our furnaces here that are smelting our items, and all we're going to have underneath that is another hopper minecart running around, going to an unloading station and then dropping them off. So you can see it comes along, it stops, it unloads whatever it's picked up, and then it will go off again once it's finished doing that. Eventually, there we go. And that'll work absolutely great. Now all I got to do is design this entire thing to fit in one chunk. Oh, goody. The other thing about these systems is that we can actually make sure that this chest minecart has a whole lot of stuff in it before it goes away. I mean, one stack's not going to do it, and if I put another stack in there, that is going to go across, but we could make this system so it needed an entire chest worth before it would set off. And by doing that, that means we don't need to just have your standard looped furnace array like this because you've only got a small number of items in it to distribute. We could actually have a massive system where the cart goes up and down and up and down and up and down and fill up loads and loads of furnaces, as long as the number of furnaces are less than the number of items that we have in the chest before it sets off. We're always going to fill every single furnace. Okay, I've been a little bit busy and I have now made this, which is now basically a combination of mine and Jesse B's furnaces arrays from season 2, and it now has 80 furnaces in it. So we've basically got all of the furnaces underneath here, as you can see, with the hopper minecart going underneath that will pick out all of the items that are smelted from there. Above those, we've got a whole bunch of hoppers, loads and loads of powered rail, redstone blocks, and all that sort of good. And we have our chest minecarts ready to go. So I guess the first thing we should do is test this. Okay, we got 2 stacks with the coal in the coal minecart now. How long before it goes off? Nobody knows. Well, you know, science probably knows, but I don't know. There we go. The coal chest is now going through, and hopefully all of these furnaces are now getting coal in. There we go. They all have 1 piece of coal in so far. That's a good sign. There we go. It's gone. The netherrack minecart is going, and we should see, there we go, all of the furnace now lighting up, which is absolutely fantastic. We should get all 80 of those lit unless I've made a mistake somewhere. And there we go. And now it's going back again, putting another item into every single one of those furnaces, and it will come back here and fill up. How has it got coal in there? But yeah, the hopper minecart is coming back and it is depositing those items. It's got more coal in. How is it picking coal in? It's getting it from those hoppers, isn't it? It's pulling them out of the hoppers as the coal minecart's going past. Oh, we have a problem. This design's no good. At the sections, where does it cross a hopper? It doesn't cross a hopper. It never crosses a coal hopper. How can it pull out the coal? Okay, forget hopper minecart rails underneath this. We're just going to have 4 million hoppers underneath this instead, and that way it's not going to pick up any coal. It's all going to feed off into this hopper line over here, and that's all going to feed up into this output chest here, which is even more convenient because that means that we've only got this front section to deal with, and we can decorate around that, and everything's better. Everything's good now. There's no need to panic. Everything worked perfectly. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, what? Why? Everything just wants to thwart me. Everything. Okay, fine. We'll move the redstone torch to there instead. Happy now? Jeez. You know, I don't want to say anything bad about this particular minecart track rail furnace disaster that I've made, but sometimes the old ones are the best for a reason. I mean, realistically, this is a nice system. It's going to work well, it's going to be fast, and it's going to be convenient, which I like, but I can't help but think that a much smaller, simpler array might be the way to go here. Jeez. There's another point to consider here as well, and that's that this chest minecart takes too long to refuel, which means the hoppers or furnaces are generally speaking running out of items before it comes back again. Realistically, if we want this thing as efficient as possible, when that one's finished smelting, we immediately want another one put in there. And you can see that hopper minecart, or the chest minecart, sorry, has only just got back here and it's got a lot of filling to do. So that's not very good either. Oh my goodness me, the world's worst design. You invented the world's worst furnace with all of the... Oh, jeez. Start again. Rip. Start again, mate. Right. I've gone a little bit off track. I've decided that rather than trying to make something really functional and fast and good, why don't I just make something fun? So I made this. It's got 30 furnaces, a lot of spaghetti, and a lot of fun. So we have I think this is the item minecart here. We've got the chest to fill that up with there. We've got the fuel chest there. And we've got the output chest here. And we got a whole bunch of crazy stuff going on. Before I put any items in, let me just show you how it works. So if I put that there, you'll see the Good job. Next game. Oh, I forgot I got to flick that there. The item chest, geez, let's try that again, take two. As you'll see, the item chest goes up to the top, goes all the way along, falls down a hole, goes back across, falls down another hole, goes back across, goes around there, under there, over there, back, round and down again, and it'll come all the way back and then go back to there again, which is absolutely fantastic. The coal chest will pretty much do the same thing, but in reverse. So it goes all the way up this side, it goes down the back, hops across through the sky, apparently. There's a bit of a weird positioning thing going on, but it seems to be working okay. And then that one comes around over this little bridge and back home again. It works great. I really like this little fun design. I've no idea how fast it is. I don't even know if it'll work, but I can't wait to find out. And it's going to be fun decorating this. I wouldn't leave it all open like this on the server. I'd have all loads of like deep slate and stuff around it, make it look really sort of miney, like what, yeah, you know, just it's gonna look good. It's gonna look good. Okay, coal, netherrack. Okay, the coal minecart is going. It's gone to the top. It's bobbling about in space. It's doing weird positioning stuff, but I believe it's probably doing the job it should be doing. And there we go. The furnaces are lighting up now. That one's now doing crazy space things as well. We've got a couple of furnaces that didn't light up. That's probably me dropping items in them. So yeah, it's not going to be very efficient. It's not going to be very good, but it's going to be a lot of fun. And this is definitely what we need to be building on Truly Bedrock. We don't need 80 furnaces pumping out loads and loads of stuff straight away. We want something incredibly janky that's likely to fail and break, and something that the hopper minecart's most likely going to end up on the wrong track or in the wrong place or just fall off. Oh yes, this is perfect, FoxyNoTail furnace farm. Brilliant. Let's get it built. Okay, finally back on the Truly Bedrock server. The first thing we're going to have to do is decide where we're going to have this thing. Now, I would like it still to be in this area, but if we're going to be having the doorway to our new mine entrance there, although, do you know what? I don't think I want it there. If we have it here, it's going to be very awkward when it comes to dealing with our wheat farm. So maybe we should actually have the entrance a little bit further this way towards Jesse B's base, and just have a little bit more of a tunnel inside, although we've kind of already got that way. I don't know what to do. The other thing we're going to have to seriously consider is how tall that thing was. That was a big old beast, so we're going to have to do a lot of digging in order to fit this thing in. Now, before I do anything, I'm going to clog these holes up so we don't get things crawling in here that we don't want. And then I guess I'm going to get to dig in. Oh, geez. Well, it's very handy working near to my automated storage system, because I can just dump all of the stuff that I've collected straight in there. Okay, I have done a lot more digging. I've cleared out a whole big space, and I've actually come into an area that I first started mining out right at the beginning of the season that I'd completely forgotten about, which has even more chests of stuff, which is fun. I've also managed to destroy a huge side of the mountain, which we're going to have to rebuild around this chunk. I know it's very difficult to see everything with these chunk lines, but yeah, we've got a lot of building up around that to do, but we'll worry about that once we get everything in place down there. Well, because we need to make sure everything's going to fit first. It's like Spleef. One player Spleef. Not very exciting, one player Spleef. Always win and lose. There we go. That's pretty much the entire floor done. We have very few blocks left, and it does sort of give you an appreciation for exactly how much of this mountain... Oh, let me turn this chunk borders off. Shush, I can't see, man. Yeah, I was going to say, it gives you a bit of an appreciation for exactly how much of this mountain we've started digging out. Bear in mind, this is a very small portion of it. I've dug out absolutely acres and acres worth of mountain underneath all of this. And one day, I hope to join it all together to make it the biggest, most epicest hole anyone has ever seen. Wow, look at FoxyNoTail's big hole. He's got the biggest hole out of anyone I've ever known. So I've crafted myself up a bunch of powered rail. We've got some redstone components. I've made myself some deep slate bits and bobs. But what I need now more than anything is hoppers. I need over 100 hoppers, and I have 13 here. I've got 43 chests, which means I'm going to have to burn through a whole lot more wood. Again, I've just spent so much wood on this area. I spent literally most of a live stream chopping wood. Got a little bit of wood left through here. Through here somewhere. Oh, no, we don't. I've already moved it out. Jeez, where have I put my wood? Excuse me. Oh, I'm in the bakery. Sorry about that. My bad. Oh, yes. I have put wood in its place. I've got a little bit of wood, but I haven't got much wood at all. I need more wood. Right, that's 107 chests. Just need another 48,000 of them, and then that should be just about enough. There we go. Just over 100 hoppers. Jeez. That was expensive. Huh. There's a sugar box there full of wood. Huh. And I've already made a mistake. I've made the entire thing one row too far forward. Good job, FoxyNoTail. Try again. And I've run out of hoppers already. Great. Another 37 hoppers should do the trick. I can't see how that won't be enough. I'll tell you what, it's a good job I dug into the ceiling because I'm almost banging my head on this top row here. Jeez. And there we go. That is all of the hoppers in play. I'm such a moron. Okay. What's wrong with this picture? I was wondering why this angle doesn't fit in this world where it fit perfectly on the test world. And as you can see, I've got hopper, furnace, hopper, space, hopper, furnace, hopper, space, hopper, space, hopper, my furnace is... Oh, jeez. Where's Control Z when you need it? I'll let it undo. All of these furnaces are going to end up with so much stuff in them that they won't... Oh, none of it's going to work, is it? Oh, jeez. It's just a disaster. It's just an absolute disaster. You know, I don't know why we dug so high in the ceiling here. I'm nowhere even close. Okay, both of the input lines are in. Now, I have again gone a little bit off the original design by pushing these things both to the very edges, and I'm going to have the rest of it within it, whereas before these were a little bit further in and we went outside of it when we got to the top, which kind of was a bit messy. So I'm trying to make it a little bit more neat, but still keep the fun. Speaking of fun, when I break this scaffolding, it's all going to go in those hoppers down there. Great. Oh, stupid scaffolding. That looks like a creeper hole to me. You can tell by the fact that I have not lost any hearts that clearly a creeper didn't just go up in my face. Jeez, that was close. That was so close. I don't know where it spawned. I mean, it is pretty dark in this area that I'm working on, to be fair. So, you know, that's understandable. But there literally was a torch right here. Okay, the other rail is completely in and connected now, apart from this end bit. So we've got the coal line is coming to here, and the item line is coming to there. Now, if the hopper minecart falls off there and goes down there, there's a chance it might land on the coal line. So I'm going to have to make the coal line probably come out a little bit further and go underneath this line here. Okay, so the coal line comes out there like that. If I put a couple of blocks up here like that, then we can have the other line dropping straight down onto this track. The only problem is there, it's probably not going to have any way of like boosting off it. There's no angled track for it to fall on. However, I could potentially do that and it might land on there. If it comes off here, it could end up on there, but it also might just end up down there. And this also might get a little bit not very good there. So the other way of doing this is to not have it fall at all at that point and just have it come down off this bit here naturally or gracefully, or whichever fully you want to say. Just like that. So now, if I've done all of my calculations correctly, if I was to send things up there, they should both come down in the right places. Okay, here we go. Item line. Go up the... Okay, let's try this again. Ready, go. Okay, item line has gone across the top. It's going crazy, but it's kind of ended up where we thought it should. And there we go. That came out perfectly. That's good. Okay, coal line, up you go. Good job. Go. There we go. Coal line is going. Yes. 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 And there it is. Oh, wonderful. Perfect. Excellent. Some progress has been made. I've now got the little unloady stationy bits in. This one is connected to the input that the output of the input, if that makes sense, doesn't actually connect back up again. This one I haven't built a little box around yet, but this is fully connected. This is the coal one. So if we let that one go, the minecart will go round, it will go up, and eventually it will make its way all the way back down. It will come along here and it will come back to where it's supposed to go. So that works absolutely perfectly. However, I really like, as you can see, obviously this has changed from the test world because we're going to walk down here and we're going to come to this. I want to see as much of this as possible. I don't want these hoppers in the way, so we're going to do something about that later. But I also don't really want to just have a bit of minecart track coming across here and then joining up with there. I mean, it's not going to be the worst thing in the world because it'll look, you know, authentic, but I kind of want to do something with it that's not just lazy, but I also don't want it to block from this. I might sort these hoppers out first and decorate that and then work out where we're going to put this minecart rail to fully connect that up. So this is basically the aesthetic we're going for. It's dark, dingy, rough around the edges and looks completely out of place at the moment because it's surrounded by all of this light stone. But by the time we've got this in its own little sort of cubby hole, I think it'll look pretty good. We'll do all of these edges the same, all rough and ready, kind of like what we've got here, but a darker palette going on, and I think it'll look great. Now, I have tested it. Both of the minecarts still run around there, and I've tried to make it so you can see them as... Where's it gone? As good as possible. It's here because I haven't finished the track yet, of course. And just to demonstrate yet again, off it goes, and you will see as it goes around this thing that it is primarily, well, mainly visible, although it still does incredible things. It still does crazy things, but there we go. I haven't actually tested the furnaces yet. I want to get this all finished up before I do that, but this is kind of exactly what I was going for. Okay, a tiny little bit more progress has been made. I've now done these things. I was going to have them both fully built up like little booths that have the chests in, but I actually quite like the fact that they look a little bit broken and ruined. So this one is where we'll be putting our items, as signified by the gold ore there, and this one is where we'll be putting our coal or our fuel. And I've left the redstone exposed because I kind of like it, and I like the fact that I've got like these ores in the floor here. You can see I did just decide to go and bring the track along there, although I've missed a spot. Oh geez, look at that. Tell you what, let's just have that as normal track and then we don't have to worry about powering it. That should do it, depending on... I want it to go that way. It might not. It might go the wrong way. We'll find out in a second. Okay, flick that lever off. That will lock it in place until we're ready for it to go. Open that up. It's going to go round. It's going up. Going across. Jiffling about a lot. It's coming back. And here he goes. Yay, and he went the right way. Oh, that's perfect. Brilliant. Nice. Okay, I can get this stuff loaded up with fuel and items then and actually give it a test. Well, the hopper minecart's just gone round depositing its things, and 2 of the furnaces have come on, which is slightly concerning. I'm really hoping those are not hoppers that are inside. Oh, no, little bits of deep slate. That's fine. I assume it'll be the same thing in that one, although I've got no way of telling. So we'll find out at some point when it comes out in this chest at the bottom here, whatever it is. Oh, cracked deep. I forgot cracked deep slate existed. Oh man, I want loads of cracked deep slate now. Oh geez, that'd be perfect for this build. Well, I have just completely changed my plan as to what we're going to be running through this thing for items. I completely forgot you could do that, but can you do just normal cobbled deep slate, or do we... Oh geez, or do we have to turn it into the polished stuff first? We can. What does it come out as? Yeah, oh man, okay, so we're going to have to craft it first. Well, that's a bit rubbish, but okay, fair enough. Many of those, and a stone cutter. There we go. Oh, it's gonna... Oh man, there's no fast way of doing this, is there? Oh, this is so dumb. I want those. Why do I have to click over there? Because you do, but I don't want to click over there. I just want to click that one. Okay, simpler idea, because this is just... It's much easier in a thingy crafting table. We turn it all into polished deep slate first. There we go, and then we turn it all into deep slate bricks. Much easier. Jeez, what a faff just to get cracked deep slate bricks. Anyway, let's chuck it all in and see what happens. I'm excited to see if we get loads of furnaces that don't turn on. Here it goes. Oh, I think 1 on the top row didn't light, but otherwise... Oh, and 2 on the bottom row didn't light. So 2 on the top row didn't light. We've got that one up there didn't light, that one, and that one. There is a blockage. What appears to be the problem, sir? You have a stair inside your head, mate. What about you? What's your problem? You've got stair head, probably, because I keep smashing the wrong blocks. You do. You also have stair head. Fair enough. It's understandable. It's been going around, you know. These ones are nice and easy to get to, honest, mate. Oh, you've got rail in you. Good job. And over this side, it's that one there that I can't reach. Oh, man. And fixed. Nice. So all the furnaces should be chugging away now. all 30 of them, which means this is going to be far, far slower than the many, many furnaces I had on my previous furnace array. But it's a lot more fun, isn't it? It's loads more fun. Oh, this one in the middle is not working now. Why are you not working, mate? You've got nothing in you. Why have you got nothing in you? Oh, there we go. It just ran out. I'm slightly concerned. There's a lot of scaffolding coming through into the output chest. How's that happening? Look, there's more going in. What? That means... Oh, no, that means that the coal minecart is going over a hopper somewhere. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Oh, there's nothing easy, is there? There's nothing easy. There's a rogue hopper sucking out me fuel. Why? Oh, because if it was easy, it'd be too simple. Well, it would. That's true.
Well, that seems too simple.
I agree, Slack. I agree. It does seem too simple. Okay, in order for us to deduce the problem, we must become the, coal minecart thing. It comes along here and then it goes down inside, but I've covered it all up, so we can't become a coal minecart. We're too tall. We're too tall. For the first time in my life, I'm too tall. Oh, jeez. I just need to get in there. There we go. These are all going into the furnaces. Those are all going into the furnaces. Those ones are all pointing in the furnaces. Every single one of them pointing into the furnaces. I mean, the only way I can think it's happening is if it's like one of these is somehow sucking it out from the side. But that's not possible. I mean, I guess as it comes past here, it's not impossible that it's one of these are picking it up, possibly, I guess. Maybe we should put some blocks on top of those to stop. However, the good news is we've got a small amount of stuff. Why do you keep stopping? I have all the ones to stop. Why is it you? Okay, there is 2 pieces every single time it goes round. It works really well, this. It's all timed to perfection. And there we go, 2 more. I need me blocks back, mate. You smelted them all. Oh, yeah, I did, didn't I? I know why. I'm a moron. I'm a total moron. Oh my goodness me. It literally goes over the hoppers on the way out. I'm so dumb. How? How am I this stupid? And how am I going to solve that problem? Yet again, flawed by my own ineptitude. Well, I was just in the midst of tearing this all to pieces to try and redesign it again. However, I've come up with a solution which I think is very elegant and very simple, and that is simply to use detector rails. If we get rid of those and put detector rails on there instead, that will actually lock the hoppers when the minecart's on it, which means they won't be able to deposit their items into the hopper. Oh, we got 1. Okay. 1's better than 2, but I think this just means we need a couple more of these because detector rails are glitchy at the best of times. We put a couple more of those on, we guarantee, and we'll put these blocks back across here as well, just in case some of those were accidentally sucking it out from the sides. And I think that should do it. Come on, I got my fingers crossed, mate. I got my fingers crossed. It came back. No, 1 again? Really? Really? 1? How? That's so annoying. Okay. Plan F. Now what we're going to do, we're going to come out. And we're going to come out again. We're going to move this hopper line 1 block further back. Then we're going to put solid blocks along there like that. And then we're going to put redstone along here like that. So when the hopper minecart or the chest minecart comes back and activates this, all of this will be locked until it's the other side. And there's no way it can drop off an item. Okay? This is definitely going to work. 100% guaranteed to work. It's back. 1 again. Where's it coming from? There must be another point in there. There's no way. There is absolutely no way it's going into these hoppers. I don't believe it's going into those ones. Okay, there's one way to find this out if it's going into those ones, and that is to just remove all of these ones. That's absolutely fine, just for now. If that doesn't solve the problem, then it's definitely coming from somewhere else. If you do this one more time, I am gonna seriously be very cross with you, okay? Me and you are gonna fall out, sunshine, and you'll be lucky if you still got a job by the end of the day. Don't leave any scaffolding. Okay, it's home. There is no scaffolding in the system. So it is that. So it... Okay, plan 27C, part F. You said F last time. Yes, because I'm really happy with these results, okay?
Oh.
Right, sorry, double minecart, I'm stealing your blocks. We're going to go round the corner now. I'm going to go that way, like that. I'm going to go across there instead. Yes, we're going to use a detector rail again. We're going to do the same thing this side so that they're not together. Okay, everything has been diverted. Let's go see what happens this time. There shouldn't be any scaffolding in there. Oh, there's 33 in there now. Of course there is. Why wouldn't there be 33 pieces of scaffolding in there? That makes perfect sense. You're a moron. How you are literally the world's worst hopper minecart. I'm a chest minecart. You know what I mean. Go and deliver and come back and don't have put it in the wrong place. You useless piece of metally, chesty, useless junk. Ah! Why? Which one is it going in and why? Why? It doesn't make any sense. Right, okay, I'm going to look at this hopper for a long time. And the next time it comes around, I'll see if it's this one that it's depositing the scaffolding in. And if it is, then I shall move things around again. It's not that. It is that one. But that was... What? Here is a hopper with nothing in it with the detector rail on top. If I put the hopper minecart on there, the hopper should be locked. But can items still travel into the hopper? They cannot. They can't. So why is the hopper getting items in it? Because it's stupid. It is stupid, isn't it? It's completely stupid. I think I've fixed it. It's been passed a couple of times now. Looking at that hopper having 3 detector rails on it, I noticed the item was actually going in while the minecart was here before it got to that one, before it was activating the detector rail. So hopefully we'll see it come past again in a second. And you can all see for yourself. Here we go. Here it comes. No thingy. So there we go. That's the way to do it. We need to do the same thing this side, just in case the little moron decides he's going to come and drop ones off in this one. Now we should be 100% safe from stupid hopper minecarts putting their stupid things in the stupid wrong place. Oh, he's gone. He's gone. Coming back. There he is back. No scaffolding, hurrah! I have solved the problem like a pro. Yay! And there we go. With the addition of a few cracked deep slate bricks, I think this really brings this whole thing together a lot better. And now I haven't used many. I haven't actually done any at the top because I can't reach just yet and I can't bother to go up there. But I think the few that I have placed really do help sell this as a worn down, broken old thing. Now, what I'd like to have when I've finished decorating this entire thing is lava dripping out the walls, bits of redstone, piles of redstone, so those things don't look so out of place. I would like to use a different method to light up the redstone lines, but that works for now. Be great if I could put a trapdoor or something over it, but I can't because of where the rail is. But that's fine. If we have like a pile of redstone in a corner somewhere or something like that, that'll look absolutely fine, as if it's part of the build. I think this is great. I'm really, really happy with it. And now I'm even more happy with this. We had a live stream yesterday and I finished off, well, I say finished off, the room's finished, but this transition into this area is not quite done. You can see I've started to blend from the deep slate materials to the lighter stones there. But yeah, inside this thing looks amazing. I'm really, really happy with it. We've done these like alcovey walls. We've got some structure from the dark oak there to make it look like it is purposeful, but it's also still just propped up inside a mine shaft. And I think it works really, really well. I'm over the moon with how it's come along. Now, I don't actually have any pockets of lava dripping down anywhere, which is slightly sad because I did want that. But we do have a pile of redstone with a minecart outside of it, which was recommended to do by the live stream chat. And they also said, why don't you do a gold pile as well? So we've got a pile of gold over here as well. Not that we would really use gold in this, but it might be something we process through it, like a forge type thing. And yeah, it all works great. The system runs nicely. It's not the fastest furnace in the world. It's not the most efficient furnace in the world, but it's really good fun. And it looks amazing. And even like the ceiling detail, I think looks absolutely fantastic as well. Okay, do you remember how we said we were going to make the path go down here and then go out of the wall over here? Well, I am having second thoughts because I can't find a reasonable place for it to come out. I don't want it to come out right behind this building. I don't want to have to relocate that building. A nice place for it to go in would probably be maybe here, but there's a big jut of land sticking out there, or maybe even there, but that's further away than the other one. So I've been racking my brains again and thinking, what if we did this fun as well? And how can we make an entrance fun, you might be asking? Well, what I'm thinking is, at this point here, we dig a big hole in the ceiling and make a big sort of tube that goes all the way to the outside of the mountain. And then somewhere up there on the outside of the mountain, we can have like a big opening that maybe looks like a little bit of a shack or some sort of ventilation system, and we can fly in and out. So to get to our storage system, we'd just fly up here, go down there, float down and into it, and then fly back out again, and we're straight out over our base. And I think that sounds fun. So that's what I'm going to do next. I didn't die. I didn't die at all. I wasn't just flying down looking for something and hit the... Wow, this is very beautiful. This is lovely. Wow. This is absolutely... Yeah. Oh, that makes my... No, I didn't die. What are you talking about? Why did I respawn at... Oh, jeez. When are you going to tell us it was a joke? No, it's not a joke this time. I just hit the ground too hard. Again. Look, see? Fell from a high place. I didn't. I wasn't falling. I was flying. I didn't even hit the ground very hard. It's just one of those times where Bedrock goes, nah, we'll just kill you. We'll take all of your hearts away. Even though you're wearing feather falling floor, you're flying with Elytra, we'll just kill you. Thanks, game. I needed more, like, foxy heads anyway, to be fair, so it's not the end of the world. Oh, look, all my stuff's all spread out across the hill. Just a joke, isn't it? You're going to tell us it's a joke in a minute? No, it's not a joke. Oh, where's me carrots? I need me there they are. Hello, carrots. Thank you. No one will believe you when you actually die. You don't have to believe me. I don't care. I don't believe you. Good. Good for you. Don't believe me then. It's fine. More time has passed and we now have a fully decorated tunnel on the way out here. If I fly out there like that, you can see I've made it like the mine shafts that we've got elsewhere, and it just ends up as this hole that you fall down, which is fine. Hopefully we won't get anything. Oh, Jesus, that's quite a dark spot. We might end up getting mob spawning in certain places. We'll have to make sure there's slabs or stairs. But yeah, it's a nice wide open mouth to the mountain that's very easy to fly out of. Whether it's easy to get into or not, I don't know. I haven't tried flying into it yet. And after I already have crash landed once today and lost all my stuff, don't really know if it's a good idea to do it. Oh, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. It's going to take some practice, I think. But flying out's pretty easy. And I think, yeah, adding some sort of little building to the top here, just sort of to lead into that would be good. Or a reason for it to be here. Or maybe like some sort of conveyor system that's like the reason there's items on the mountain or something. I don't know. It needs something at this end, but I really like it. I really like the decoration. I really like how easy it is to get in and out of this area now. So, yeah, very happy. Which brings me to our book, and now we can tick off new smelter, easier way into the new area, and decorate new area. The only thing we haven't done again is Moss Farm. And I think, unfortunately, that's going to have to wait for the next episode, because that's all I've got time for to do today. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do leave a like. If you haven't already, please do consider subscribing, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.